Guess who? It's Perry. Hey, I first want to apologize up front for I don't even know how long it's been since I made a video, and you all were so great to go with me through everything, through finding out I had ovarian cancer, through what to do, the surgery, the chemotherapy rounds, and all of that, and then after. And anyways, I know a lot of you are, wondering what's going on, so I decided I had to make a video. No more waiting and putting it off. Actually, I was feeling a little self-conscious, if you could believe it. I mean, I've got some hair. I can almost tuck it behind my ears and, almost scrunch it, almost. Anyhow, before I got this long, it was really, really short, and I think I hid behind my scarves and hats through the winter, and then when it got warm I couldn't wear it, and so I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, and that's kind of a stupid thing to be, keeping me from letting you guys know what's going on. But I appreciate the prayers, and actually today I got somebody message me in Facebook, and they said that I've been on their mind, and they were thinking that maybe I was going through some major health crisis, and that they were still praying for me, and I appreciate that. But actually I am back. I'm back. I feel like almost back to where I was. Actually, in 9 days it'll be 1 year, and in some ways it seems like it's been, I can't even believe it's only been a year, and then in some ways I think, oh my God, look how far I've come in 1 year. I went through all of that, and it's only been a year. So it depends on how you look at it. Because I certainly, there were times where, or there are times where I think, really? But anyways, I wanted to make a video on a couple of different things. First, to let you guys know that I really feel good. I have after effects of chemotherapy where I can't do as much as I used to be able to do, endurance-wise, and my bones and my muscles are all a lot of times achy, and I have to get moving, and then once I'm moving I'm good. But it's only been since, let's see, March, the end of March, that I've had any type of chemotherapy, so that's pretty good. April, May, June, July, I mean, not even 5 months. I figure in a few more months maybe I won't even have the pains and the aches and the, but because I'm learning a lot of different things to do to get my life back in that aspect. I'll have a lot to be thankful for. If I hadn't, it's funny, I could be mad. I could be really pissed and mad about what happened. And, I might have moments once in a while, but really, this is kind of a funny word. Grateful is not really the word, but I appreciate, I'm not mad, really, of what I went through. Because if I hadn't have gone through what I went through, I wouldn't be where I am today, on the path that I'm today. I have a heck of a lot more knowledge of what's going on. I know some things now that I didn't know then, and if I knew then what I know now, things would be different. But it's okay, because I feel like I learned these things for a reason. Maybe it's for somebody else. Maybe it's for a loved one in my family. I don't believe it's for me. I don't believe that cancer will cross my path again. I just in my core, I believe that. I know a lot of people are holding their breath and they say, oh, but I really, truly don't believe that it was a fluke, and I think I know how I got it. I had like a perfect medium going on, and these are things that my eyes were open to, after, as I learned some different things, and I want to share some of it with y'all. I'm trying to think, there was something else that I wanted to share, but I guess I'll just go right off the cuff. One of the things is I read this book, and I, with all my being, want to recommend that anybody that knows anybody that has cancer, anybody that has ever known anybody that they loved, a family member or someone, a friend, what have you, with cancer, or if you have cancer yourself, you have to read this book. It's by Suzanne Somers, and it's called Knockout. She interviews doctors that are curing cancer. And yes, I'm saying curing. And I know that I know right now, if I had read this book before what happened to me, I would not have done chemotherapy. And I may share down the line, it's funny, chemotherapy really only works on 3 different cancers. It's the biggest farce going, the whole, pharmaceutical company and the money they make administering chemo, and people die because of chemotherapy. And there are, I should look it up, because I know there's 3 different cancers that chemo works for. One of them is testicular, and the rest it really doesn't work for. And the funny thing is, when after I had my surgery, they took a couple of my what do you call it, tumors, and they tested it with the chemotherapies that I had, Taxol, Carbo, and Avastin. And I remember halfway through the chemo, they gave me the report back of my biopsies, or my tumors being tested on the chemo, and you know what? They had zero effect. Zero effect. And I remember Chris and I looking at it like, what does that mean? And they were like, oh, I don't know, but now, since I read this book and some other things, it makes sense. The reason why, after the first cycle of chemo with me, my levels, the CA-125 levels, were in the normal range. I think one is the surgeon, he took everything out, and also I had been on my own taking about 6,000 units of vitamin D every day, and through chemo, 6,000 every day, 6,000 every day, because I had read that cancer cannot grow or be in a body. It just doesn't exist in a body that's levels of vitamin D are above 60. And I know I'm being pretty vague, but I believe that the vitamin D is another big thing as to why even after the first round I've been in the normal range or the remission range. So anyhow, I know I'm bouncing all over. I really can't recommend enough. You've got to read Knockout, or if you know somebody, have them read this book. And it's their decision, your decision, what have you, but at least you be informed on some of the doctors that are doing some amazing things. And a lot of it, or the underlying factor is nutrition with helping cure cancer. So a lot of things I'm learning through Suzanne's book. I got another book after I read Knockout, this one for you ladies, actually men too, but is called Sexy Forever, which I really don't care about being sexy. Well, I do, but I don't. But How to Fight Fat After 40, Shed the Toxins, Shed the Fat. That's key, because I think part of the reason why cancer is because of the toxins all around us. In so many, anyways, just be informed. There was something else I was going to share, and now I don't remember, but just thank you, everybody, once again. I'll continue to make some videos, because some things that are really on my heart to share, because I think people need to know. And the other thing is, when I was talking about the path I'm on, that I wouldn't be on before. I mean, I'm a mom of 4 great kids, and that is the most important thing, my job. But now I've decided to go back to school, and the thing is, I want to do it all. I have a home business that is, gotten me through amazingly gotten me through this past year financially, and it's just from what I built for 7 years prior, and my team has actually grown while I've been kind of on the sidelines. I want to continue to do that, but I'm going back to school in September with the kids to get some prereqs done, and I want to go into the nursing program and become a nurse. But I don't want to work for a traditional doctor or hospital. I actually would like to work for an alternative or integrative doctor. Anyways, these are the things I want to do. But thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. And if you know anybody, one last thing, if you know anybody that has taken bioidentical hormones, any women, I would love to pick your brain and talk to some people about that. That's another thing that Suzanne Somers talks about. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Love you. Bye.